Hi, and welcome to another week's episode of Fun with Whole Foods. This week we're doing a vegetable side dish, and I'm going to be making a courgette and leek gratin. It does contain cheese. You can adapt it to make it vegan if you want. I haven't. So you want to start off with 500 ml of dairy alternative milk, and you want to heat that up almost to the boil, which mine almost is. So I'm using a dairy alternative to bring the calories of the cheese sauce down. That is my motivation there, which is why I've got dairy alternative milk and cheese still in it. So then you want corn flour for the UK, cornstarch for the US, 2 tablespoons. If you can't have corn, don't worry, if you can have arrowroot, that'll work. So this is just to thicken up the cheese sauce. And then we're going to add to that our herbs, well they're not herbs, our spices. Going to just do a tiny pinch of onion granules. These just help emphasise the cheesiness. And then a tiny pinch of smoked paprika. And a little pinch of Coleman's mustard powder. Okay. And then I'm going to find I don't have a spoon. Get a spoon, and we're going to put in probably 3 tablespoons of cold dairy alternative, just to mix that into a nice smooth sauce. Ready to add the hot milk to. Sorry, hot dairy alternative. You know what I mean when I'm saying milk right now. So that's nicely blended in there. Oh, and that is scalding hot. So what we do is we add, try and do this from the side without spilling it everywhere, the hot liquid in the jug, stir it to mix it through. Some people would add a little at a time, but I don't do that. And then pour it all back into the saucepan, and then just grab a cloth and wipe up. So I spilled half of that. I do a lot of spilling, I'm very good at spilling. And then you just keep an eye on it, keep stirring it, and it will take about 2 minutes to thicken up. So while that is thickening, we're going to go over to our vegetables. You want about 200 grams of leek, which is going to be approximately 2 trimmed leeks, and about 200 grams of courgette or zucchini or baby marrow, whatever you want to call them, which is, depending on the size, is going to be 2 or 3. Okay? And I'm going to start with the zucchini. Yeah, that's it. And you just want to take the top off, and you're just going to do nice little slices, about, what's that, ½ centimetre thick. Okay, and you're going to chop that all the way up. You're going to go back and stir our sauce. Keep an eye on your cheese sauce because it will catch on the bottom and burn. I'm really slow chopping. So what you're going to do once this thickens is you're going to add cheese. And in total for this recipe I use 40 grams. And I'm using Gruyere, mature Gruyere, and I've grated it beforehand. And what I do is I put about 20 grams of the grated cheese into the sauce. And I will then put I'll keep the other half to sprinkle on the top of the gratin before it goes into the oven. Okay, if I just tilt this, it's just started bubbling, it's thickened up, you can see how it coats the spoon, so that's ready and done. So we're now we've turned off the heat and we're adding about half of our cheese into there, and we're going to give that a good stir for it to dissolve, melt, I don't know what word I want to use. For the cheese to melt and distribute nicely through our cheese sauce. Okay. Then we're going to pop that back into the jug. You see how much thicker that is now. Ready for when we're ready to assemble. So I'm going to go and finish slicing my vegetables very slowly and carefully, and I'll see you back ready to assemble here in a few minutes time. Okay, I've finished chopping and I'm now ready to assemble the gratin. So you're going to take a small square lasagna type dish. You can do a circle one, whatever you've got. Glass pans dish, not lasagna. Yeah, lasagna, mac and cheese, that type of thing. And you're going to start off with a layer of courgette. And you're just going to place it along the bottom. Okay, you've got one layer of courgette, and next we're going to go for a layer of, what's this called again? Leek. And leek likes to fall apart, it's quite fun. These ones might fall together. So leeks, I love them, they're so good for you, they're really good prebiotic, and they have fibrin that your gut bacteria loves to feed on. So I'm always looking for ways to get more leeks and things into my diet, and I love the oniony flavour that they impart to this. I have seen some recipes where you cut them lengthways and kind of open them out to make lasagna sheets and things, but I just, that's too much for me, so I've just cut them roundly, dropped half of them on the floor, and I'm just roughly layering them across. I'd love to say it's perfectly neat, but it's not. I don't do neat. I'd love to do neat. I'd love to be these gorgeous dishes like a Michelin star restaurant, but yeah. I can dream. I can dream and I can practice, and maybe one day it'll happen. Whee! I mean, even this YouTube channel is a little dream, really. Alright, so now we're going to pour around half of our cheese sauce on. Just going to give it a stir because it does set a little bit while I was chopping. And we're just going to gently pour up and down. Try and get it into some of the gaps. Try and spread it evenly. It's about half of that. And I'm just gonna squidge everything down with my spoon. Okay, so that is the first lot, and that's all the leek gone. So we're gonna do another layer of courgette on top. Or zucchini or baby marrow. What do you call them? Let me know in the comments, or hop over to my blog and comment and let me know. So it feels so awkward trying to keep up with all the different names. But yeah, if you've been growing courgettes in your garden, you've probably had a ton of them and you're probably sick of them by now. So hopefully this will be a change, a bit of variety in this recipe for you. No. It's taking a bit longer than I was expecting it to. Last few. Like I said, I dream of it being neat. It never is neat. Then we're going to cover it up with the rest of the cheese sauce. Dry it nice and evenly. Okay, and now I'm going to spread that out evenly to all the corners. Beautiful. Then we're going to take our reserved cheese, the last 20 odd grams of Gratin. You can substitute in any cheese. If you do want to make this dish vegan, substitute in a vegan cheese or some nutritional yeast, perhaps, just to get that flavour. Okay, then we're going to pop it into the oven at, what is it, at 180°C for a fan oven, and we're going to leave it for 20 to 25 minutes in the oven until it's bubbling and golden brown. So I will see you when this is cooked. It's been 25 minutes. It's time to get our gratin out of the oven. Myself with the oven lid. That's why I don't cook. So I don't know if you can see, it's still bubbling nicely. Hang on. There you can see it. So our cheese on top has gone golden, still bubbling nicely from the bottom. This will serve 4 people. As a side dish. It's great to let go cold and then bung it back in the oven for 10 minutes and it will heat up again, and it will stay firmer if you let it cool and then reheat it, like mac and cheese does the next day. But that's done, it's ready to go. It's absolutely delicious, don't burn your tongue on it. So I'll see you guys all next week with another recipe. Just all to have more fun with whole foods. Have a great time.